EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Armadillos of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Condors of Oklahoma City. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Operating from the gun, Monroe. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Monroe working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose at the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Monroe. That is incomplete. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Condors will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd down and 3. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Armadillos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
He's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Monroe. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Monroe. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. Here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
To throw on second down. Monroe. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. Monroe. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
These two teams all tied after one. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Operating from the gun, Monroe. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now they'll shift things around. They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Monroe has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, nice move. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, Monroe. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Monroe. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Condors go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Monroe escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Monroe. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Wilson. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman as time expires in the first half. And the Armadillos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Running left, it's Hall. A nice little juke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
A toss left side for Hall. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Condors have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked out by Xavier McKinney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Succop for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Powering his way forward. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Caught by Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Barkley, inside handoff. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
19-18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now Ryan Succop will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Do it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Love. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force it.
Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Armadillos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. Love throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action. Monroe. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He's got his man. It's White. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action. Love to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To the air again, Love. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Armadillos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And brought down approaching the 45-yard line. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Room here to run. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
12 more yards there and another first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
60 Wildcats. 60 Wildcats. Check. Chap 60. Chap 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
22 meter.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Set. Trail green. Go pink.
On 1st and 10, Love. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Red, yellow.
Here's Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Love. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Oklahoma City, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Rio, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.